I'm live. Sunday morning in the AM, 3:30 AM. I can't sleep. I screwed up and I slept all day. I went to bed last night around 10 o'clock. I slept all night, then I slept all day. So here I am in living color, and somebody's on the porch. There's always somebody up, no matter what time of day I go a live stream. Can't sleep. So I'll talk to anybody that wants to be talked to, or they can talk to me. And I will drink some water. I hate it when I stay in the bed all day. I woke up 2 or 3 times, but I went right back to sleep. Got two on the porch. Come on in the house. I say, Dang, got three on the porch. Come on in the house. Uh, I stay thirsty all the time, and I guess it's one of those beds that I'm taking, or is it diabetes that makes me thirsty? I don't know. But it sure, I drink a lot of, ain't no danger of me being dehydrated, that's for sure. Maybe that's why I got the peace today going on. That's usually what wakes me up when I'm asleep. I got to pee. And one morning, the other day, I was sleeping and I had to pee, but I was dreaming. Thank you for that thumbs up. I was dreaming, and I was standing up, hanging it out, and peeing in the toilet, which I can't do really. But I was dreaming that, and I started peeing. And guess what? It was kind of a dream, but it wasn't a dream. I was peeing in the dang bed. Hey, Barbara, what you doing up so late? It's got to be around 11 or 12 o'clock where you at. 12:38. But no, I can't say. Yeah, I was dreaming, and damned if I wasn't peeing in the bed a little bit. I woke up, and I'm like, hey, this ain't a dream. and and if you pee in this bed, it's got a plastic cover on the mattress. It don't soak in. It puddles up. So you got to change the whole dang thing. Take the sheet off, wipe the mattress cover off, all that good stuff. But guess what, Barbara? I got my this thing that you hang around your neck, and if I fall or something, I push the button and it calls 911. And it's totally free. It's a government thing. It's totally free. Uh, and I thought you had to have a phone in the house for this thing to work with, but that's not the case. This is actually actually a cell phone, but all it will do, you can't make calls with it. You can't have nobody call you on it or anything. The only thing you do is push this little blue button, and it automatically goes. It calls like a cell phone, and it calls 911. And then you tell them who you are and where you're at, and they come help you. So that's amazing. It's free. Now I see advertisements all the time for them little buttons where a lady says, "Help! I fell down and I can't get up." Well, you got to pay for that service. Same thing as this, but you don't have to pay for it. There's never anything about it. And you get a notice with this thing that cautions you. What's going on with that? There it goes. I got to keep it on that charger. I guess I've got a full charge. But that's neat. It came, I don't know if it came through the VA or whether it's something the government supplies for you. I don't know. She said she seen me pop up. So that you might be the only one that pops up. But anyway, I got that. It's getting a full charge now. And matter of fact, it's got a full charge. I guess I can hang it around my neck tonight. But I was thinking, if I'm here alone and if I fall and I can't get up and I push that button, they 911 send somebody out. But what if my door's locked or something like that? I don't know. I don't know because most time we keep the door locked. Uh, but it's a little bit of security, for me. Um, Matter of fact, it's got a full charge on it now, and I hadn't totally hooked it up, but there it's hooked up, and it goes around my neck like so. So there it hangs. There it is. I'm gonna wait to test. I ain't tested it yet. It's called Guardian 911 or Alert Plus, but it's a phone. It's a cell phone. So that's how that works. I wondered about that, but I didn't know. But anyhow, this computer just a few minutes ago throwed that blue screen up and something about error and had to do this. And I hope every time it does that, it has to reboot. And I'm scared to death that thing ain't gonna boot back up. Because sometimes it won't. And I have to try it several times for it to come back on. And there's no way I can get that computer till the end of the month because I found out what was wrong. I thought I had enough money in the account to get it over $100, and but it was $10, and it. Let's see, there was nine. There was $90.20 on my account, so I was short $9. And the reason I was short, those numbers on your computer on the analytics says one thing, but it's not for certain that that's what it is. And then when you do the final count, that's what counts. So I only had $90 in there. I still got your $15 in the PayPal. I'm not touching that till the end of the month comes time to order that computer. I hope this thing stays up. What virus protection do you use? I use uh, AVG. I use the free version. They're wanting me to upgrade to the Pro, but I really can't afford to up. I'd like to have the upgrade version, but I can't afford that $9 and something a month that it costs. I don't have any op. I can't take any more. Nothing. I gotta make payments on. I need to order some stuff on Amazon, but I can't afford it. Seems like I can't never afford nothing. Um, but I'm just glad to get this because I fall like one time that one day I was out back. Remember it's a while back, and I backed into a hole with my scooter, and it flipped me over, and I couldn't get up, and I kept hollering help, help, till somebody finally heard me. My neighbor Tracy across the street, she heard me. But if I'd have had this, all I had to do was call nine or just press the button on this, tell the lady where I was at, and they would have come, which we did anyway, but Tracy had to call. So I'm glad to have it. If I put super chat of $20, would that help? It would definitely put me over the $100 mark, that's for sure. Dude, only $15 in PayPal. Yeah, that's all I've got in PayPal. PayPal. I had one subscriber say he left me something on PayPal, but it never showed up. And I mentioned it to him one time, and he never did say nothing. So I don't know if maybe he couldn't send it after all. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, Actually, Barbara, you're about the only one that's keeping my head above the water. Uh, I keep thinking I got this stupid notion that I could come up with something on my channel that would make it more interesting, that people would want to stay, and I see, sometimes I go on these people's live streams and doing live streams, and they get a ton of super chats. I mean, but they got 100,000 or more subscribers, but people's leaving them money all the time. Uh, uh, this one fella I know, he's called Sleeper Dude 88, and the stats on him says he's making about $120,000 a year off of that channel, and which I don't doubt. But he's got an interesting channel. I'm very envious of these people that can do that. Uh, Sometimes I wonder if I got enough sense in my head to run a channel. I don't know. I know back before I got COVID, it was coming along pretty good. And if I hadn't have got COVID and got just dead in the water, maybe it would have done a lot better. And right now, I can't even get out on my scooter because I don't have the cotton picking charger. And I thought to call them once. I got this thing that beginning from the VA, and you see all them yellow highlights. That's the numbers that I called. And I got one here that says for wheelchair and scooter mobility clinic. And I call them, and all you ever get is a message, and you can leave a message. But you have to call them 3 or 4 times before they'll actually get somebody. And then what they do, they don't send you a charger. They send somebody out to see if that's actually what you need. Then they check it out, and yeah, you need one. Then they'll have one sent to you. So it's a slow thing. Oh, hey, Barbara. I just seen that. Yeah, thank you so much, dear. That put it over. Now I don't have to worry about whether I get enough money in that thing. Now I've got enough in there. Uh, that, but what I don't like about this super chat, that $20, I will get. Uh, I will get $14 of that. That's what I'll get. They'll take six. I don't think that's right. Absolutely, I don't think that. That's wrong. People send that money to you. A lot of them think you're getting that money, but you're not. And now I won't see any advantage to that $20 to the end of the month. But at least now I know it's there. But it just, oh, who else is on here? Oh, it's all just Barbara. It's just me and Barbara. Well, that's okay. That's okay. At least I'm talking. Maybe I'll get sleepy now. But I'm trying to stay strictly on. I'm trying to keep myself limited to one cup of coffee a day, and no Pepsi, no sodas, and nothing but water. And I've got this. Let me show you this thing. Hold on a minute. I'll show you something I got here. Oh boy, I can reach it. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? This is a big pillow, and it's a wedge pillow, and that elevates my feet and keeps them elevated like they've been telling me to do. Uh, that the VA should have furnished me that, but they sent me a wedge, but it was a wedge. It wasn't worth teetotally down. And so I had to order this off of Amazon, and it was like I can't remember. I've had it a while, 25 or $30. Now I used to. The last business that I was running was called Foam City Plus, which that was a store that you could go to get new foam cushions and stuff made for your sofas and stuff, or put new filling in your cushions. And I fabricated stuff out of foam rubber. I made these wedges like this. That's what I did. That was my specialty, foam rubber fabrication. And I had memory foam. I had all kind of foam rubber, and I could cut any shape you wanted. And which reminds me, I got to find that. I got a last cushion my wife made for me. It's called a neck pillow. It was kind of shaped like this. Go up and go down and circle like that and go down. And you lay your neck under bed on that. But I made all kind of stuff like that. But it's called Foam City Plus. And I was doing really well with it. That was the last business I had. And of course, I sold it. Uh, I have a bad habit of starting a new business, get it going, making a little money, and then get tired of it and sell it. Where I should have just stayed with one and stayed with it, but I didn't. And Foam City Plus more or Foam City Plus, uh, this lady worked for me. Name was Cindy Marshall. Her husband was a deputy sheriff, and she was a real quick learner, and she learned that stuff good. She was a good employee, and she And I was talking one time about, I think I may just try to sell this business or close it down. And she said, "Would you sell it to me?" And yep, I did. She said, "How much you need?" I told her. And damn, she didn't come up with the money the next week. She said, "Will you sell it now?" I said, "Well, I told you I would." So, yes, I will. Wait a minute. But, with that, well, yeah, that $15 you sent to PayPal, and it's there in PayPal. Uh, so actually, yeah, it's not right. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's $30. It's $30 in PayPal. That's right. Where did I get that $15 at? It was in my head about, but no, you sent $30. It's in there. It's in there. Tell you the damn truth, Barbara. If it hadn't been for you, I would I would have been up shit creek a couple of times. And I got a handful of people on my YouTube channel that I don't. I feel I've never been one. For when somebody gives me a birthday gift or something like that, or Christmas, it makes me feel kind of bad. I don't know what it is. I just, but I don't know what I'll do without it. This past Christmas, I was up. I was needing some extra things in clothing, and my grandson, grandson gave me what I needed. My middle grandson. Uh, I don't know why I'm like that, but I just put a video up earlier tonight. It was one that should have went up this morning real early, but I was sleeping and I didn't get it up. And I, I've been bad mouthing the VA here lately about different things. But tell you the damn truth, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have the VA. They got problems. But Lord, they're the ones had this thing here sent to me. Because when I was last time I was at the doctor, they had me in there asking me, "Did I have this?" What they was asked, "What would I do if I fell and nobody was there?" I said, "Well, I'd try to get up or just lay there till somebody came." And they said, "Would it help you have one of those emergency call things?" I said, "It sure would." So I forgot all about it, and it came today. I hadn't tested it out. I want to wait till Jennifer's here to test it because I don't know how good all this will be when it's talking. But at least I can understand how it works now. And if now Jennifer can quit worrying when I go out on my scooter and something happens out there, how will I get hold of anybody? This solves that. But it has to be cell service where you're at. In other words, there's cell service in that area. There's cell service just about anywhere now, but it has to be cell service. And if if something happens and I go unconscious and I had pushed this button and I can't speak to them, they can look which tower that it pinged on and try to run down my location through that. I don't know if it has GPS on it or not. I don't know. I just noticed something. Um, when you're working upholstery and cutting fabric all the time with scissors, you get a callus right there. And that callus is finally, it looks like it's about to go away, but that's from 40 years of cutting with scissors. Man, I wish I could do one more piece of furniture just one more time. I, I, I would like to be able to build a nice piece of furniture, upholstered furniture, and not raffle it off, but have and draw names to all my active subscribers and give it to them. Because I mean, I built some beautiful furniture, and it's all reproduction, antique looking stuff. And my favorite style of furniture is country French, and a lot of people don't even know what that is, but that is some beautiful furniture. Got a nice lot of wood carving on it and everything. I wished I had one in there. I used to build a nice recliner. I wished I had, if I had a recliner, a nice comfortable recliner, electric, I would never go to sleep in this bed. I would sleep in that damn recliner. Uh, dang, it's oh, there's Cindy Conway. I wondered if somebody, I was wondering, hey, Cindy with a Y, how you doing, dear? It's just me and Barbara, and now me and Barbara and Cindy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I can't sleep. It's like, oh shoot, it's already 4 a.m. on Sunday morning. I'm still not sleepy. But I just, there's times I just want to quit the channel because I worry about it not making money. And, but I get so much satisfaction out of having these few people that I actually talk to occasionally. That's the reason can't shut it down. The only way it's gonna shut down is when I croak. And I've made a video that if I die, my daughter's supposed to put it up as a farewell to my subscribers. So don't look forward to that, but it's there. It's there. I don't. You know what worries me the most about dying is me dying and not having a dadgum thing worth of inheritance to leave to my daughter. That's what worries me. It worries me that she won't have that part of my Social Security uh, to spend. Matter of fact, I don't know how in the world. I would sometimes I wish she could find a man, and I commented on that vid. You were expressing your concerns if it would make money. It's very hard to make YouTube money. A lot of people think once you get, and I thought this, I started this YouTube channel to earn some extra money at the end of the month. But the fact is, if you get to 1,000 subscribers, that gets you where you can monetize if you want to. So a lot of people think, man, I got 1,000 subscribers. Now I start making some money. Well, that's BS. You won't start making money till you got enough subscribers in there that's looking. It you got to have enough people watching your videos and actually watching your video. If you don't get the views, a lot of views, like Paul from Scrap and Pallet Man, he was telling me one time. He said one time I put up a video, and he said that one video made him almost $1,000. One video. But but a lot of people think that, and they don't realize that after they get into it like I did, it takes more uh, than just getting to 1,000 subscribers. And the fact is, I made a mistake when I was out trying to get subscribers. I would go to these channels, and all they do is talk about, well, so and so needs this here. Go by and stop, check so and so's channel out. And if you like him, uh, subscribe to him. Well, those kind of subscribers that you get off videos like that ain't worth teetotally dang, because they go in there, they subscribe, and you never see them again. They're just there. They're just there. You don't get any loyalty or anything from them other than they just subscribe to help you get to 1,000. And that's the thing about that. That's the thing about those channels that did that. Carolina Hillbilly did that, and when I went started going to his channel when he had his live, he had a live every day. And when I started going to them, uh, I picked up about 100 subscribers off of his channel, and I almost guarantee you that 100 subscribers, they're just there. They're not doing nothing for me. They just helped get me to 1,000. So that's the wrong way to do it. You got to have content that somebody likes. Now, if I were still physically able, there's something I can do that I'll guarantee you I've probably been in the two or 300,000 subscribers. And that's what I did all my life for 40 years is build custom build furniture. And there's a guy on YouTube right now that's doing that. He custom builds a piece of furniture, and it goes from the start to the finish. And he gets a lot of views. And I thought about doing that before he was doing it, but I'm a day late and a dollar short. I can't do it anymore. I don't have the strength in my arms to do it. Uh, I have you're physically working all with your hands, your feet, everything. I couldn't pick up. The only way I pick that arm up is do it like that. That's the only one. Look at that dirt on my wrist. That comes from this table. It gets sticky. I'm gonna have to go wash my hands. What is that? I don't know why. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I could do good doing that. Now I used to make videos back before YouTube ever started of building a certain piece of furniture, something for instructions for somebody else to use. But YouTube wasn't around then. But it wasn't. videos like you make. The camera for the videos back then was big, you know. Um, but I don't want to miss nobody if somebody comes in. Just Cindy and Barbara, but that's okay. Barbara, thank you so much, dear. Still come on YouTube to do your live or let people know what's going on. Yeah, I know I'm not, but I keep thinking I might could come up with something. I might. Uh, by the way, Cindy, I don't know if you caught this or not, but I finally got my little thing today. That remember that lady that used to fall on TV and said, "Help! I can't get up." She got to push a button. Well, I got one of these, but it don't cost me a cent. I come today, and it's actually a cell phone. I didn't know how them things. This is actually a cell phone. You can't. The only thing you can call with that is push that little button, and it dials 911, and that's how you get help. But that's all it is. And the battery it's on full charge now, and that full charge lasts about 6 months. Then you got a thing over here you have to plug it back into. And where's that at? Oh, there it is. But it doesn't cost nothing, and they send a notice in that thing. That let me see what this notice is. I can't remember how I said it, but it come in a box like this. But it says it cautions people about falling for them ads because those cost you money. But this is for veterans. It says, attention, important notice to all veterans. There are some companies that use telemarketing programs to try to get you to pay for monthly monitoring service by making recorded calls telling you that someone has ordered a medical alert system for you and they just need to get some information to send out. Please be aware that all of these items are being provided to you by the VA and there's no cost to you or your family. If you do receive any calls from telemarketers, please be aware of the following. Nobody ever calls a veteran for any reason to confirm a receipt of product with program units or to get phone numbers to be programmed. So in other words, I don't know about the general public, but a veteran don't never have to buy one of them. Oh yeah, it's got plugged in over here now. The only thing is, things I've got plugged into it. The thing that charges my phone sitting here right now, charging off of that. Uh, and I just knocked my dang water over. I know better to leave that sitting there like that. And then I got water on it. Well, I have to clean that up. But the only thing is, you can't plug too much into it because it don't work good for loading to downloading and uploading, but everything else it does. So yeah, it gave me some extra plugs that I use. Definitely, it's sitting right here right now working. And I got my my mouse is plugged in to it, and my charger for my phone is plugged into it, and I would imagine I probably could plug my keyboard into it too, because it's USB. But yeah, it works fine. What's that? Something just popped up there. As a vet, I'm eligible for many programs. You need to find out who is your local veterans representative so you can contact them. Yeah, I need to get hold of a bunch of. I still got a certificate I had the first house that I bought, um, the one that wasn't my first one, but it's the house I bought, the one that people burned down when we moved into an apartment. Uh, I got that through a VA loan. It was paid off, and I still have a certificate for VA loan, but I don't know how much it is now. I know when I bought that house, it was $28,500. When when it got vandalized and burnt down, it was on the tax book for about 80,000. So I don't know if I can still get a VA loan or not. At 83, I might could, but I think if I could, they would require somebody else to be on that loan with me. And that being the case, it could be somebody that hadn't got one foot in the grave like I do. Um, but things has got so dang expensive anymore. And another thing about my place out there in Citrus where the house is at, they, I don't know why, they went out there, they stole my pump and everything off of my well, and then instead of letting that alone, they picked the pipe was picking it up out of the well and dropped it, and it broke the head off of the pipe, and the pipe went on down 300 feet in the ground. So I don't know if that means that well is no longer any good or not. I don't know. Uh, but at that time, it was a double wide mobile home, and it was not a cheap mobile home. It was a nice one. And but the house was 28,500. The property, the land it was on, it was a little over an acre, and it was $10,000, and I was making payments on that, and the well was about $2,000. So there you're looking at what around 30 grand. Uh, the septic tank, uh, I didn't get that on credit or anything. I dug the hole and I built a septic tank in it and run the drain lines and everything myself. But I probably had about $2,000 in that. I can't get a loan now. I don't know whether I can or not. The last certificate I got, it wasn't that much money, but uh, they can give me housing and other services. But I know you need to help Jennifer with my check. Yeah, some of my subscribers think she's taking advantage of me, but she's not. She's just surviving. I I kind I kind of blame myself for her being in the situation she's in. I don't think I raised my kids right. Uh, she wasn't really a big problem child, but she was a pain in the butt when she's growing up. And I tried to get her, bring her into my shop and let her learn how to do what her mama was doing. Her mama was a A1 number one upholstery seamstress. Best I ever seen, best I ever had. And I had a lot of different ladies working for me. And we tried to teach Jennifer, but she was not interested at all. She never got interested till her mama retired. Then she got interested. But she she went to, was it Job Corps? What do they call that thing where they send these kids to learn a trade or something? Was it Job Corps? I'm not sure what it was called. But she went to that, and I told her, I said, that ain't worth a pea totally dang. I said, I know a lot of kids that's been to that, and they're out there struggling. Uh, but she was, uh, I feel like the blame's totally on me. Uh, I was the type of husband, I was in charge of everything. My daughter said, not my daughter, my wife said to me one time, uh, one time we was up in the mountains on vacation, and I met this man that supposedly was developing this piece of property, and he was selling. You could invest in stuff he was doing, and I was talking to my wife about it. And she she didn't like the idea of us investing anything in it. But she was one. She would follow her husband to the ends of the earth. And of course, she went along. She went along with it. $110,000 we invested in that. And guess what? It was a scam. We lost $110,000 plus other people had invested in it lost more than that. Well, the guy's in prison for I don't know how long, and he's supposed to make restitution. But how is he going to make restitution? He's in prison. He's not getting any money. We'll never see a dime of it. But no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay any attention to what my wife was saying. Big mistake. Sometimes I did stuff she didn't think we should do that worked out pretty good. But one time I hired somebody to work for me in my shop, and she didn't trust the guy. She said to me, "You better watch him." But no, I didn't believe him. Turns out I should have been watching him because he took me for about $5,000. So should have listened to my wife more. She should have been. She was for a long time. after she had to retire, she was disabled. You know, she had rheumatoid arthritis, and she was drawing uh, uh, disability on Social Security. It wasn't much, about around $700 or $800, and every month when she was getting a check, then every month, what did she do with that check? She handed it to me and it went in just our general account. She didn't keep none for herself. Of course, she could get some if she wanted some. But I did a lot of things wrong. Sure didn't raise my kids right. I kind of did, but I didn't pay attention to what was important and what wasn't. But who is that? You have to stop dwelling on the past. Yeah, folks. Makes sense, Barbara. But yeah, I just did a lot of stuff wrong, but I can't go back and change it. And I keep thinking in my head, maybe things is going to change. I keep thinking maybe I'm going to be able to walk again. Crazy family too. Hey, darn it. Hey, doggone, where y'all at? Golly, man. I wish y'all would stay in touch. Let me know what's going on, Marty. Uh, they pop in every once in a while, but then I don't see them again. Son of a gun. I miss you guys so damn much. I That's one thing I don't like about YouTube. When somebody disappears for a while, you just wonder how they're doing, and you don't hear from them or nothing. But son of a gun, that made my day. That made my day. Son of a gun. And it's he's up in the middle of the night here. Anyway, son of a gun. I hope I go to sleep. I don't want to sleep all day, but folks, I'm trying to keep going. Um, wow, crazy family. I wish I had your phone number, uh, Marty. Just uh, send me an email to my. Here, I'll put it up. Send me an email, Marty, to this email here, trashrober@gmail.com with uh, with the phone number and your email address. Because all that information was on my other computer that took it off. I want so much to talk to you guys. Maybe we could do a live stream. Um, when I get my new computer. I got a new computer. Be able to get the end of the month. But I sure miss you guys so much, so cotton picking much. But sure miss. I have a lot of people asking about y'all all the time, and I don't know no more than they know, unless y'all call me or something. Barbara, it's 1:30 a.m. there. Maybe you're getting sleepy now. Thank you, Marty. Golly, Ned. Tell Alan and Christy I said hi and I love them so much. See, folks, this is why I can't really get rid of my channel. I got so many people. Well, not so many, a handful, I call it, about 12 to 20. Uh, that made my day. That made my day. Golly, yeah. All of you did, really. And you too, Barbara. Thank you so much for that super sticker or super chat, whatever you call it. And thank the VA for this. I'm going to quit bad mouthing the VA so much now because they've done so much for me. And I may try to get hold of VA about some kind of housing. Because I don't, to this landlord we got now, we don't have a lease. She won't give nobody a lease. She, she, she can have us move out in 15 days notice. All she has to give us. We're paying month to month. We had a lease when we first moved here, but I don't trust her no further than I can spit. And there's so much wrong in the house here that that my daughter's afraid to complain because she might want to move us out. But I'll tell you what, if she did try to move us out, she was going to have to cough up a bunch of money to get stuff right before she rented out again. Because there's a lot. You got a leaking water faucet in the laundry room. We can't have to keep the water turned off all the time when you're not using it. We got no water in the kitchen. It just drips. You can't. The only way we wash dishes is in a big tub in the shower. Stuff like that. Got a couple things wrong out there on the deck. Stuff like that. Door on the utility room in the back of the house outside. It's rotten around the bottom down there. It's going to fall down, and that's where the hot water heater and everything's at. So there's a lot wrong. But and my daughter, the electric range took a dump, and she was afraid to have her replace it. So she went and bought one and had put in instead of having her do it. So yeah, she should. But when you're afraid of getting moved out in a 15-day notice, and it's hard to find places right now. So, Crazy Chief, thank you so much for coming in. Crazy. Did I say family Chief? I love you guys so much. Oh, me. Well, I guess I better call. Oh, shoot. I've been talking an hour. I've been keeping people up. Thank y'all so much for coming in. And all I know is pray and hope. That's all I know to do. Thank you so much. Any thumbs up anybody wants to give them to me. I appreciate it so much. Okay. End of my story, I guess. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.